Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
What the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms.
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh?
Oh.
Well, what the hell is that
What?
supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this. and
Wait
tell
a
me,
minute.
Can you still deny the possibility?
Oh. What? What is this? There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay? See, that seems way too convenient, though.
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
That I was not expecting, but I don't believe that.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows.
That's why I'm convinced Kyoko is definitely a detective.
When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh? Okay,
Which means
well.
only someone who had been in Makoto's room before
What?
the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
This is kind of out of left. I don't know where to go with this.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature.
Oh, is that actually her signature?
Sayaka's signature.
That note. Sayaka wrote it.
but why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
Okay, what?
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop
Ugh.
sensation, what young man could resist?
Oh my god, was Sayaka actually gonna kill someone? Is that why she had the knife? Was she planning on inviting someone to her room so she could surprise kill? That would be a shocker if that's true. I don't believe it though, because I don't think she's capable, but...
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Because why would she ask anyone to come see her?
Can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Absolutely.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Is this, okay. What is going on here? Dorm. Okay, so this is the big thing I had trouble with, was the nameplate thing. So hopefully I can get this right.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says my room.
I see. So if someone read
Huh.
that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly.
Oh.
The room that Makoto was staying in. So
Was she
in other words, even if someone did read the note
Yeah.
and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
Okay.
It certainly would seem that way.
Killer went to my... Okay, this one, let me just think about this. The killer went to my room instead of Sayaka's, and the reason for that is... It has to be because of what got switched between... Okay, so it's something like I have to just show that at the right... Alright, let me read that through
Sayaka
again.
and Makoto switched rooms,
So that's
correct?
true, yes.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says my room.
Oh, do I... Ah.
So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was
Oh,
staying
wait.
No, it's wrong.
Yeah, jeez, I hope I'm right on this.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms
Yeah,
got
but
switched.
I'm still like, when did they get switched? So...
They got
Switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name.
Yeah, because it would be weird that the thing specifically would say, check the nameplate to make sure you're in the right room. Like, that seems like kind of a weird thing to write a note about.
And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
This is the one thing I want to learn about this whole thing is that that's the stupid nameplates.
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only other person who knew... Was she trying to get me killed? No, that doesn't make any sense. I'm just saying things out loud.
Me and
They probably
Sayaka
don't make
were
any
the
sense.
only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms.
Did she have a screwdriver or something? Like, is that how you take the nameplates
So the
off?
only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Come see me in my room. Check the name. Yeah, that would be such a weird thing to write in a
She
note.
specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switch
Yeah.
rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room.
This is interesting.
where
This
the
is
answer
really...
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her.
We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
Oh my god, you are Captain Obvious, I swear.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah.
I think, yeah,
What's the
for
deal with
sure.
that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword is because when you look at her wrist... Yeah, right? It's got the gold plating on it.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
Yes, thank you. Very, very fascinating.
I see. And so the truth
I wonder how long this is going to go on for.
All right, then it's about time to solve
This is going to be a long episode, I'm sure. Hopefully you guys don't mind. I find this very interesting. Hopefully you guys are too. What happened in my room and what led to Sayaka's death, that's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn. Wow, how much more is there to learn about this? This is crazy. Okay. Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. But just like with the weak spots, only one... Oh, wow, okay, now it's getting more complicated. Only one of these bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, You'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. Yeah, because I did, thankfully, like, just have them ready for me. It's like, okay, you just have to find the contradicting statement, but now I have to find the actual evidence, and then I have to listen to the statement, and I have to deal with the time limit, too. This is stressful. You come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. You can press the L1 button to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Press and release the L1 button to cycle through each bullet. Or you can hold down the L button and use the left stick to select a specific bullet. The logic difficulty... Okay, mine is set to... Mine's the medium one. Oh, for our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. What? Okay. Oh, man. Well, thankfully I get to at least... Okay, so there's 3 different things.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Okay, well that doesn't seem... Alright, if the person with the sword really did attack first, there's no explanation for how a certain part of the sword got damaged. Oh! The sheath. The sheath had, it had... Right, so... Oh my goodness, so did that mean that Sayaka actually attacked first with the knife and she got the sheath with... Okay, hold on. This might actually be right. Let me... Hold on. Okay. Replica sword sheath.
That's when the first blow was dealt.
Alright, just have to wait for the right one.
Sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed it, but then the culprit took...
And they killed her. And that's exactly what happened.
Okay. Okay, so they're saying... Hold on.
The culprit grabbed this, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
So they're saying that if...
No, it's wrong.
So if the sheath got hit, then that means that Sayaka must have done
Actually,
it first.
no.
Yeah.
I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut
Yeah,
into it with
because
something sharp.
so she must have attacked before they were able to get the sword out.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true.
Man, I just can't believe that she might have been the one to attack first. If she lured someone to her room and attacked someone, that's crazy.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
Unless maybe the person grabbed, except how would they know she would have a knife? And then she... No, that doesn't make any
If
sense.
they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse.
I just can't believe that someone might have actually killed her in self-defense rather than the other way around.
In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen
Wow,
knife
that
was
is...
the one who attacked first.
I did not know you had that in you, Sayaka. Wow.
I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening.
See, I was thinking that might be the case, but I don't know. I don't know.
So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too.
I'm hoping that's the case. I don't want to think of her as a stone cold, like, potential murderer.
Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
But why would they take the knife when they had the sword? I don't know.
But I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Okay, the part of her body that shows she never used the sword. Her palms, right?
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Hina. A little slow on the uptake.
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it.
I don't suppose someone still has gold on their hands. Obviously, they were smart and washed it
In
off.
fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Yeah, because there's no way she would have had time to wash it off her hands.
She washed her hands after she
No.
escaped into the
That is so stupid. No. Of all the things you could be doing, why would you wash your hands?
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it
What?
because you think I'm ugly?
Okay, Toko.
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation that talks about what... Oh, that's right, the water was off. That's right, they shut the water off at night.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Just had to make a gross thing grosser.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
Now you're getting it. The rest of us kind of already came to that conclusion.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first.
Man, this
and
is...
the sword was used as
there's
an
going to be a lot of
impromptu
twists and
defense.
turns, it looks like. People that you don't expect to be violent apparently are.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Wow. I mean, like, I knew that was coming. It's been leading up to that, but I still can't get over that.
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
So she actually did lure someone into her room to try and kill them.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch
So she had this plan from the beginning.
Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That
Whoa.
is a possibility, is it not?
Whoa! Sayaka, I didn't even think about that.
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
I take back every nice thing I said about you. I can't believe this.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying.
Oh
and
my
by
God.
committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate
Wow,
Makoto.
wow. She took advantage of my niceness.
But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret.
I can't trust anybody in this game is what I've learned. I will not make any friends with anyone because they'll all turn on me eventually.
If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky?
I want to believe that she wouldn't do that, but I mean, all the signs point to that.
For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
I I can't believe this.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying
Wow.
she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired.
It's funny too because it was the sword. It was the sword that she told me to take that ended up being the thing that kind of killed her.
She launched
Not
her
literally,
attack with the
but-
knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true!
Man, I don't know how else that can't be the case. Like, Makoto still wants to believe that she's a sweet, innocent girl, but
Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now.
I don't find this boring at all. This
Hurry
is
up and decide
fascinating.
who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just
Oh, that's
because
right, we're
you
on a
ran
time
out of
limit.
Time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who even did it.
he's so chill about it again.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Yeah, there is. There's gotta be something. Yeah, the dying message. Yes, exactly. That's how we tell people who it is. And then there's like the ball
It's easy just
and everything.
to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that is not true. And of course, Leon's the one who wants to be like, no, there's nothing else. We don't have to look into anything
There still
else.
might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining, wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
There's no question that Sayaka wrote that, and I can finger. Oh yeah, right. She had blood on her finger.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean?
I have an idea.
1037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever.
Nah, I already
You
asked.
should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Yes, that's what I figured.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Although, I mean, they're kind of like... They didn't really let me figure that out. I mean, I did figure it out on my own eventually, but like they're kind of hammering it in. They're instead of letting you figure it out on your own.
What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers.
I'm assuming that like more like this one's kind of the easiest one, and they're not going to be quite so like here's what you need to be looking at later on.
Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but
Man, I was so proud of myself for figuring that out, and then they literally just tell you.
looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa. You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little princess are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N,
Come on, you guys.
1037 doesn't make any more sense than before.
I do know though. I do.
Rotate the image 180
Wow,
degrees.
they literally are spelling it out for you. Like literally spelling it out for you. Rotate it. I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it. So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message reveals the real killer's name. If you turn her message 108... Are they literally gonna flip it for me? Okay, at least they didn't do that much, but still. I choose Sayaka. Sayaka, she did it.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
Yep.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence.
Right.
It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it.
And then she rubbed it with her.
In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
Alright, so what do we use to prove it? We've got the ball that he threw. Although, I mean, you can't say for sure that was
If you're
him.
not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The shirt, right? Piece of his shirt.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator,
But how can you
right?
prove that was his?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
Whoa.
But is one scrap of fabric
Yeah, I was
enough
gonna
to
say,
conclude
like,
that
it's
Leon
not like
is
we have
guilty?
DNA testing to prove it's his.
I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
So now we're gonna probably go into how he... Okay, so he probably... Okay, how it was disposed of, right?
I got it! If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need the key to get in. And the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care
Yeah,
of the trash.
nice try,
right?
Leon.
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. Alright, we've got to be getting to the end of this, right? Like, this has got to be finishing up soon. This has been going on for so long.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
He's really, like, going with that.
The only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence.
Now, that's not
Which means
true,
the only
but
possible suspect
I have to
is
learn
whoever
to
had
let
the
them,
trash
like,
room
now
key.
that I realize that I don't have to get it the first go, I just need to learn to let them say everything, because sometimes I jump on it too quickly, because I'm like, oh god, I gotta do it right now. Something about like the timer being up at the top and it being called like a non-stop debate. I just like, I don't even want to listen to it the whole way through. So I have to remember to listen to it the whole way through. So now I know which one to pick though, because I've listened to everything. There absolutely was a way to use the incinerator without using the trash room key. The killer was able to turn the incinerator on by using something I found on the ground nearby.
The key to the trash room.
Alright, I'm just gonna skip ahead a little bit.
And you'd have to get
There we go.
close to the
That's it.
incinerator. No, it's wrong. Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Yeah, no, $1 million crystal ball.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
The killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way, which was... Of course,
The
throwing
killer
it.
simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw that through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
Ah, there we go. He knows he's been caught.
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash
So
room.
they would be able to see that that shirt piece was on the
The
ground.
shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been
Exactly.
taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so.
Yeah, there we go.
Because the killer is... I got it!
Sorry,
Because the
Leon.
killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right?
I feel kind of
Leon?
bad for him because he was kind of just acting in self-defense, but I mean, it is what it is.
Any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer. These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong. I'm telling you.
You still won't admit it?
Well,
Okay, then.
thankfully we vote based on, well, I mean, we decide based on vote, so...
Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make
Ugh,
this crime
all
perfectly
right.
clear.
Whew, we gotta be finished this soon,
And
right?
with that, we can end this.
Listen to me. What the hell do you mean end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Oh, okay, there's one last thing here. Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you will give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of comic book. Okay. However, you'll notice that in the comic there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. You take aim at a missing section and press the X button. You'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Alright, well, that seems easy enough. Okay. I still, man, seeing this, I still can't believe that she actually was gonna blame it on me, too. Oh, there's more to it. Okay. I think that's right. How do I... Hold on. Just turn the page by moving right to the edges of the screen. Okay. Oh, derp. There we go. Okay, Act 1. Oh, that's right, because Japanese, it's red, right to left. Okay. So he grabs a knife. I was so confused why it wasn't right. Okay, so I think it's this one? Oh, geez. I missed one all the way back, darn it. Okay, hold on. Hopefully this is right. Okay. Okay, so he enters the room. Okay, so he grabs the sword. Okay, blocks the knife. He's got the sword. Okay, so this one... So this one he has to break in to... Okay. Then this one she would write her message. Okay. Oh wait, oh shoot, there's one... Oh, this is... Sorry, guys. Okay, so there's... Because I just noticed there's one where she drops her knife. Okay. Alright, let's try and reenact that.
You!
I hope this is right.
Better take one more look back at the case.
I hope I got that right.
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But
Okay,
then
so those are
something happened
right.
that she wasn't prepared for.
I still can't believe that the sword that she told me to take ended up being her
They
downfall.
grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back.
Otherwise, she would have killed him and framed me for it.
During
Oh,
the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's
okay. I wasn't
right
sure
wrist.
if I got that right. Oh no. Okay. Ah, crap. Okay, so that one's wrong. Okay. So this is the only other one here. So hopefully that's right.
Killer is you! During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Okay, there we go. It's right now.
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it.
So where did he get the screwdriver from? Because my toolkit was closed. He must have brought it with him.
Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message.
My thing is, why did she pick Leon of all people? She could have picked like another girl, because I imagine, you know, picking a little girl like Chihiro or something would have been a lot easier to kill her than kill, you know, an athlete basically.
To keep the killer from
I'm still wondering
noticing,
why.
She wrote it on the wall behind her.
Seems like an odd choice.
And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood.
I have to say, I really like this comic book
Then
thing.
they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room.
How convenient for him that happened. Do you think if you have $1 million crystal ball, you would make sure that you like know where that is at all times?
The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot, and that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
Pretty good for his first attempt at being a lawyer slash prosecutor. Boom, done.
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to
Oh.
present the evidence that
Wait, we have
proves
more
you did it.
evidence?
Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I don't know. I have the evidence? Oh, okay, wow, there's more to it. I thought we were done here. Okay. Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as the bullet time battle. During the BTB, you'll want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Oh boy. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Okay. Press the X button to lock onto an opponent's statements. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the triangle button. Oh boy, man, this is... There is so much to know about this. Oh boy, okay. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get into a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. So watch out for that. Oh boy. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. At this point, you can press the triangle button to shoot it down with a truth bullet like any other statement. Defeat their statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 where you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh, this one's strange. Okay, so I have to remember. So X, and then
when the
triangle.
The screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from
They're
the
throwing
to
them.
do it.
Okay, so the toolkit, like I was saying, from the screwdriver. So he must have been lying about not opening his toolkit.
Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
They used something of their own to remove the screws. Could it have
I
been?
refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid.
That is a very, very good defense there, Leon. I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. Moment of truth. All right, so this... Oh, God, okay.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance.
Okay,
It wasn't me.
so
Stupid.
So that's how I
You
pick them?
lie. Stop talking.
Oh.
Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. Stupid. You lie. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me.
Okay.
Stupid. You lie. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. Stupid.
Triangle, triangle,
Where's
triangle,
your proof?
triangle.
Prove it.
Ah, did I do it? Did I do it? That was so weird. That was so weird. I kept hitting triangle like immediately. Oh, man.
Were removed.
That... I have to say, I'm not a big fan of that one. That one, it seems so out of place with everything else. Everything else makes sense, like even the comic book, but nah, I was not a fan of that.
I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove that.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Everyone else is starting to catch on.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
That must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
So they brought their own screwdriver.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Okay, there, Leon. You're done. Just accept it.
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid.
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then
Stupid, 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 stupid.
the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Ah, man, I like this girl. She is like laying down the law.
Stupid.
Oh.
Stupid.
I mean, I feel kind of bad because I know what's coming for him, and he did sort of act in self-defense, but I'm just... Is it over? Is it finally over?
So, you have no rebuttal?
Other than stupid, 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 stupid?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
I mean, I don't feel good about this because, like, Boom, 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 boom. Pretty good for my first, but then again, this is probably the easiest one. I can only imagine it's going to get harder from here. Yay! Medals! Oh, how's he gonna bite it? Because Monokuma said there was like a whole bunch of ways. Electrocution, that's the only one I can think of, but hopefully it's nothing too, like, harsh.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited!
I don't feel excited about this. It's not like, and I'm sorry I keep referencing back to Phoenix Wright. This is like the closest thing I have as a reference to a game like this. In that game, you feel so good about like pinning it on the person because they're just such like nasty people. And you feel good about bringing justice. This doesn't feel.
Who will be chosen?
This doesn't feel good.
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Like even with Sayaka trying, I mean, if they say how it is, if she was trying to kill him and then blame it on me, I don't feel good about this. I think maybe I'd feel better if she truly was innocent, and I feel like that's a weird thing to say, but anyway, we're finally wrapping this up. But that was, with the exception of that like little rhythm game at the end, that was awesome. I really liked the class trial. It took a little bit of getting used to, but now I just want to get to the next one. Uh-oh, looks like you got it right on the money. The Blacken in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata. Ah, sorry, bud.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But...
I don't believe it. Really, after all the evidence, everyone was so confident about it, and now they're all just like, what?
You son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch, what the hell is wrong with you? Well, she did attack first, exactly. It was kill or be killed. So that's why I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. See, in his case, it truly wasn't he was going out of his way to do it. Like, she attacked him first. It was complete chance that I wound up like this. I still wonder why she picked him. I wonder if we're ever going to find out why, if she had some sort of grudge against him.
I was just unlucky. That's all. Hey, come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision was made right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we were wrong, or if we'd been wrong. Because what we came up with really is the truth. Then the truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her, and that video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Why? Why?
I guess I can see it from her point of view. She was seeing it as, like, you know, the greater good she has to sacrifice. Well, in this case, if she was, you know, expecting to get out, she'd be sacrificing 15 people because, like, if she truly was able to get away with it, then all of us would die. But, I mean, we're nothing to her, really. But this is very heavy. There's a whole thing about, you know, would you sacrifice 100 people for, like, 100 strangers for one person that you love? You know, it's that whole question. It's like, there's a philosophy. I'm rambling here, but there's like a term for that. I think it's the greater good, where it's like, you know, what do you do? The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka... Yeah, see, that was a very foreboding thing that she said. Like, I will do whatever I have to. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said...
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was... Sorry, there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Sorry guys, this has been a very long video. My reading comprehension is kind of dropping a bit here. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness. What did you say?
Phew.
I understand, really I do, yup. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love, the stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us, this is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that, all of it, everything, it's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. At least I've got her on my side, but then again, do I really have anybody on my side in this damn game? Can I trust anyone? Damn it.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were going to give me a good walloping. Then I'd end up like Junko. Yeah, just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kawada will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into that's true, into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong? Oh yeah, I guess that's true. I was thinking like maybe he brought something with him. I didn't think that... That's even worse, because Sayaka was just like waiting in the bathroom for who knows how long while he, you know, went to go get his screwdriver.
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So...
No, that's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh.
Are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either, because the one to blame is him. What? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who puts us in this situation, the mastermind. Uh-oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey!
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up. I really want to know, Monokuma, like, why he's doing this, what he is. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment.
I'm begging you, please, don't do this!
Hey!
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay for the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
For Leon Kawada, the ultimate baseball star.
No!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
I don't want to watch this. Oh, this is so creepy. Oh boy, if this were to happen to me, I'd be like, just make it quick, please. Oh, is he gonna get... What is happening? I thought maybe he was gonna get hit like a gigantic, like he was gonna be the ball and there was a giant baseball, but it looks like it's gonna be the other way around. This is not going to be a quick death. The 1,000. Oh my god, that's awful. That's horrible. Oh my god, he just gets hit with 1,000. That's like, what a slow, painful death that is. And we all have to watch it. Now, what a setup he's got. He literally has a special murder for every single person that's relevant to what they are. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else can we call it?
Extreme!
Woohoo! Extreme! Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. What's going on? I can't take it. I can't take this anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well?
Well, hey, if you don't like it. All you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, F you! Why the F are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful, secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful, secret society type of bear.
Well...
So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey!
You are not an upstanding citizen. It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened, happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world. Being trapped in this insane place? You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey,
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Thrills! Chills! Kills!
Anyway, let's get to the Blacken's punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for after all.
hey,
When you say everyone, I'm wondering if all of those monitors, are those displaying them to some like weird group on the outside who kind of gets off on this stuff? When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. Yeah, I'm wondering about that, because it seems weird that all of those monitors are just there to, like... They're not even really displaying anything, so that's my guess, anyway. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment...
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. She seems to know way more than she should. I don't know. She seems like 3 steps ahead of everything else. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why... As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. Wait, what? She was thinking of me? Oh, what is she talking about? I feel... I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. Oh, because she wrote Leon's name out? So that they wouldn't blame me? What?
So...
The fact she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who killed her. That's what I was thinking.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure. You know what also screwed her over was having me bring that sword in. Like I said before, that kind of backfired on her.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others never would be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. See, I don't know what to think of this girl. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well, I'm psychic. I've got to be the new... Now that my assistant is gone, I have to be the investigator, and I have to be my own assistant. Or maybe she can be my assistant. Ha! Yes, I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Just kidding. Kidding, I just have pretty good intuition. Oh, I like that. Alright, so there we go, guys. Chapter 1 is finished. That was very long, but very, very fun. And now we're already down to 12. I forgot about Junko. Alright guys, so there we go. Hopefully you enjoyed the first class trial. So if you want to, oh, there we go. Receive the Despair Bat present. Alright guys, if you want to see what happens in the next episode and see who might die next, probably won't happen in the next one, but we'll at least get the story moving on more because now I'm like super into this and hope you guys are too. Stay tuned for the next episode and thank you guys so much for watching. Until then, bye!